So here I am using the heat transfer method, which basically means I'm using my hot lye water solution to melt my oils and butters. This method definitely speeds up the process versus having to wait till both the oils and butters and the lye solution are at the same temperature. You basically are using the heat to melt down all of the butters and oils. So it is a good thing. It can be a good thing and it could be a bad thing depending on if you're pressed for time. Also, if you are using a lot of colors, although I am using 3 colors here, it did work out pretty well. So I realized here that it was better to use the spatula to mix and to melt down all of the oils. It was not working with the blender, the stick blender. So as you can see, it is definitely melting better as I am mixing it together. All the clumps are starting to lessen and it is definitely starting to melt down much better than with the stick blender. Okay, so we are going to speed things up a little bit here as I continue to mix the oils and butters. I'm working out the clumps. I want to make sure that all the clumps are gone and that everything is completely melted before I use the stick blender to saponify the oils and butters with the lye solution. Okay, so I finally achieved full melt of the oils and butters. Everything is nice and even. So now we check the temperature. It is at 101 and we proceed to stick blend. Make sure we get a nice even saponification of the oils, butters, and lye solution. Making sure we don't get a false trace and also ensuring that the batter does not get too thick so I can work well with my colors. Okay, so we're done. We got a nice trace. I always make sure that I take off as much as I can from the actual stick blend. I like to get, as much batter as possible. Here I am just making sure it's a nice trace. It's not too thick. And now we start to divide so I can have my 3 colors, the yellow, the green, and the pink. Okay, let the pouring begin. I decided to start with the pink and take it color by color. I want to make sure the bottom is nice and even. I proceeded to use some yellow, and then I used the green. As you can see, the batter is starting to thicken up a little bit, so I did have to work a little faster. And that's what we do. We just continue that same cycle of pink, yellow, and green. Almost lost my hanger swirl there. Make sure you tap down so you get out your air bubbles, and you just continue the process. Okay, we're just going to speed things up a little bit more here. As you can see, it's just a repetitive of pink, yellow, green, pink, yellow, green, tapping, making sure that air bubbles are coming out. My OCD doesn't let me make too much of a mess. As you can see, I have my blue cloth next to me just to try and keep everything as clean as possible. And that's it. Just keep tapping, and that is the continued cycle. Pink, yellow, and green. So 2 things happened here. Firstly, my video cut off, so I wasn't able to show the top swirl. And secondly, I forgot to use the hanger to create the swirl on the inside. All in all, the soap came out pretty well. We shall see the end result with the cut. And now for the cut. Let's see how the inside looks. Hopefully not as bad as I think it will be, but we shall see momentarily. And here comes the first piece. All in all, not bad. I like the swirl on the top. I did want to do a different swirl on the inside to create a more like aesthetic look. But all in all, I do like it. It kind of looks like, you know, pieces of candy coming together, which gave me the name Fruit Burst, because not only does it smell very nice and sweet and fruity, but the colors definitely bring out a more fruitful color and feel to the soap. So there you have it. Here is Fruit Burst soap bars. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and also please don't forget to subscribe. If you would like to purchase one of these bars, please find the link to my website below. Thanks again, all.